urgency would tend to indicate that these are matters that come up from time to time that need to be dealt with in such a way, quickly. And therefore, Mr Speaker, I don't think there can be any contradiction here. While conventions of how the House operates are changing, and I'm very supportive of those changes. For example, we know that in the second week of the November sitting, the House will be taking urgency, and everyone will know well ahead of time what work we're doing. There is a notice of motion on the order paper. It's been there all year, looking for a way to extend the hours of the House, because that is something that we think would be worth considering. The halfway house that I've introduced by indicating long time out when urgency for the purpose of getting additional hours is required, I think is a good development. But a halfway house and has no standing orders. Standing orders is specific here. If the government has advised the Business Committee of the intention to move on a Thursday to accord urgency to business, the sitting on that Thursday is suspended between 6 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. and between 9 p.m. and 9 a.m. Mr Speaker, there is no requirement in that standing order for the government to notify what business it is taking urgency for at that time.
Order. I think I've heard sufficient on this matter, because I think the matter is quite clear that the standing order, as the Honourable Leader of the House has pointed out, does not require the government to advise the Business Committee of the nature or the precise nature of the business. The standing order requires the government, if the House is not to be, if the House is to be able to sit between 7:30 and 10 p.m. All that's required is the government has advised the Business Committee of its intention to move to accord urgency to business, and the government did that. And it has successfully moved a motion to take the House into urgency, and as I see the standing order and the advice I've received is that is the situation. So, point of order.
I'm not going to litigate your ruling, but maybe suggest that at some stage the Standing Orders Committee could look at this in this particular circumstance, because as I remember, the purpose of this, it was to allow members to plan later in the week, to get notice early in the week of a change that was going to occur late in the week, and plan their arrangements and their electric things and that sort of arrangement. And it was on that basis that, as you remember, I left the room in order to seek an assurance from our member that we could get it by 6 and therefore not notify. So I think we've got in the end, Standing Orders Committee has to look at whether this standing order, as it is now written, achieves the purpose of giving members notice when it's brought into effect.
It's certainly something the Standing Orders Committee can do, and I hear what the Honourable Member is saying with respect to members' ability to plan their business, because it is a significant issue. The House has voted in favour of the motion.
Employment Relations Film Production Work Amendment Bill, introduction.
The bill is set down for first reading forthwith.
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Thank you, Mr.